What's the deal? It's your boy Original back with another one for y'all. Check this out today on my channel. We going over this video that came across my feed. Subway bread isn't real bread. Now, this video is from Unbox Therapy Lou. Later Lou. He created a second channel called Lou Clips. So yeah, man, we about to see what he talking about with this Subway bread isn't real bread. Let's hop into this video. Let's give it a reaction. It's your boy. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.
All right, the next story was the only other one that may have been sent to me more than any other, and that is this the latest Subway bread news, which I couldn't imagine that this would have ever ended up in one of these shows, but there's been an Irish Supreme Court ruling that all varieties of Subway's sub rolls, even the whole grain, cannot be considered bread.
Subway bread is too sugary to be called bread. They said, nigga, that's a Cinnabon.
Because they have too much sugar in them. Now, the reason this whole thing comes up is because bread is like an essential food item, so it's taxed differently than something that would be sugary, like a dessert that you don't really need to have, and it has a different level of tax applied to it. So they're sitting in there running their analysis and evaluation of how this bread will be classified. Is it a meal or is it a treat?
Yeah.
So they look at the bread, and the restriction they had was that 2% of the makeup of the bread / pastry could be sugar to still be considered bread. The Subway bread is more like 10%.
Damn.
And
Subway bread is 10% sugar. It's sugar in everything. You know what I'm saying? We don't even realize how much sugar we consume, man. Now, last year when I got cavities, like, I don't know if y'all ever got cavities. I ain't getting no cavity till I was 25, right? And they was drilling on my teeth. I'm like, I stopped eating sugar like that. I stopped eating as much sugar. I'm still eating candy, chewing all on your back teeth, ain't brushing your teeth hours after you eat. Shit fuck up your teeth, man. So, sugar is not really good for us, too. It's like, if you look how they make sugar, sugar's made like crack, nigga. Like, it's literally made like crack. Like, I need to react to that video. Right, I might just react to that video because we in the flow. But let's keep it pushing, man.
now you know why there's a Subway on every corner.
Yeah.
You got 10% sugar in the bread? Let me make sure I got this right, okay? Hold on. In 1972, Ireland passed the Value Added Tax Act, which taxes restaurants and restaurant groups on the food they sell based on various categories. The Galway, Ireland-based franchisee filed a lawsuit against authorities saying it shouldn't have to pay the tax on hot sandwiches eaten in the restaurant because the bread makes them a staple food, which don't get taxed. Well, however, that's where the analysis comes in. By the VAT Act's definition of bread, the sugar, fat, and bread improver, I don't even know what bread improver is, cannot add up to more than 2% of the weight of the flour in the dough.
The sugar, fat, and bread improver, bro. The genetically modified bread, you know what I'm saying? It cannot have more than 2% sugar. Subway out here with the 10%. And I stopped eating that Subway. Let me tell y'all this. So I stopped eating that Subway because every time I went to Subway, I never got the cold cuts. I ain't get, you know what I'm saying, the pepperoni, none of that. I ain't get none of that on my shit. I used to only get, Italian urban cheese with the chicken, bell peppers, onions, you know what I'm saying, mayonnaise, chipotle. I used to hook my shit up, right? But when I learned that the chicken was fake, like, it's a video on that too. The chicken is fake. Like, they get this, this tofu like chicken, right? They get this tofu like chicken, put the chicken seasoning in it, right? The chicken flavor, and they literally paint grill marks on it. They paint grill marks to make you think this shit is grilled. Like, next time you go to Subway, if y'all into that, you know what I'm saying? If y'all into that, I don't plan on going to Subway no time soon. But next time you go to Subway, just look at the meat, bro. It literally got grill marks, like painted on that shit. Shit crazy. Shit crazy.
This makes it so restaurants can't pass off sugary baked goods like pastries and cakes as staple foods, which would be exempted from the tax. The sugar content of Subway's bread is 10% of the weight of flour, and therefore, according to the justices, it cannot be considered bread.
Damn.
Your Subway sandwich is a cake. Jack's shaking his head over there. You knew that it was sweet? Oh, right. Yes.
It's substantial.
That's probably why that Popeye's chicken sandwich. Now that I think about it, that Popeye's chicken sandwich, when it first dropped, I'll be the first to admit, I got slightly addicted to that bitch. I tasted it again, and I couldn't stop eating it, right? And where I lived at the time, it was literally two Popeyes, like, right around the corner from each other, so I was always, trying it. But when I look back at it, I think it was because of the bread. I haven't had I'm gonna keep getting email. I haven't had a Popeye's chicken sandwich in a long time, but I think it was because of the bread, bro. The bread was so good on that Popeye's chicken sandwich that everybody addicted.
That's another good point. It's another good point you're making. It's like, what percentage of your sandwich is bread?
Yeah.
Compared to how you would make it if you just had a slice of regular bread. It's a lot of bread, too.
Yeah.
So the overall percentage of your sandwich is already high, and then if 10% of the bread content of the sandwich is sugar, now your overall meal has quite a bit of sugar in it.
Did they say specifically which bread kind?
All of them.
Go in depth?
No, they just said
which one's worse?
Oh, I don't know which one's worse. Probably the better it tastes. Obviously, the white one, the Italian or whatever. But
I love Italian.
But I wonder if part of it
Italian urban cheese, boy.
Because sugar can kind of preserve things. And I wonder if the way that the product is shipped, because they're always saying it's fresh baked every day, but you're wondering, what, you're baking all this bread, is the way it comes in is already, it's not like you have dough there.
Yeah.
I mean, you do, but it's already rationed out into the loaves. Are they using it as some kind of preservative, or do they just want it to be more addictive because people are like, that sandwich was great, and meanwhile it was just sweetened right up. So anyways, they did respond. Subway responded and said, of course our bread is bread, as you would if you were them. But it's funny, they got this story that's now viral. They may have to respond, or at least consider an option in store that's going to have a lower sugar content for customers who are interested. I presume that's something they could do.
Subway,
should do.
It say some didn't care if Subway, if it's legally bread or not, bro. That shit is not legal bread. That's the funniest shit, bro. It may not legally be bread, but it's super tasty. They funny as hell. But how y'all feel about Subway bread not really being bread? You know, it's a pastry dessert, Cinnabon. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feel about that? You know, me personally, I don't eat Subway. I haven't ate at Subway. Oh my God, it's been years. I haven't ate at Subway in so long. It probably been a solid 4 years. Damn, you know the Masters? Probably been a solid 4 years since I ate Subway. So this not something that really, you know what I'm saying, that I'm gonna like care about. But I just wanted to know, like, what y'all feel about it. What y'all feel about Subway bread being a dessert, you know what I'm saying? And this happened in Ireland, right? I'm just thinking, like, in America, it's probably so many other breads that, like, if they put it on that same test, it will be considered a dessert, you know? And, you know, America just got different standards. They want you to, you know, get the sugar, the GMO foods, the pops, you know what I'm saying? They want you to, they want you to get fat, you know what I'm saying? They want you to depend on they medicine and they doctors, and they don't necessarily want you to be healthy. Definitely, you know, the less fortunate minorities, the blacks, Mexicans, Latinos, and people in the hood. So eat right, man. Drink water. You know what I'm saying? Lower your sugar intake. You know, you gotta keep some sugars in your body. You know, but it's more natural ways to get sugars, like from fruits and from natural, you know, sugar sources like honey. You know what I'm saying? Natural maple syrup. You know, you don't gotta go for the super sugary shit. But yeah, it's your boy Yon World. That's my video for today. Subway bread isn't real bread. Subway bread ain't no real bread, boy. So yeah, it's my video for today. I'm out. Peace.